such great memories from such an iconic track. This is the 54th year in operation, and the NASCAR Canadian Tire Series has been a big part of Canadian Tire Motorsport Park's history. The two other NASCAR-based series will visit this track. Look for the Tudor Series to make its only Canadian stop, and the Truck Series, of course, returns for its Labor Day weekend event. What a huge success it was last year.
Oh, just the place was jammed full of people. The racing was exciting, and not any more exciting than what these guys do right here. These guys are Canadian pros and right here.
The driver that...
Pretty smooth on the throttle right there in the Rockstar Chevrolet. But back to Steckley for a minute. Remember last year, down through 2A, 2B, and turn 3 bit him really hard, and he ended up with a wrecked race car, but he still won the championship.
And a little off-road excursion there for the Castrol Jumpstart Dodge of Bob Trell as we jump back on board with the driver of the 83, and caution flag flies for the second time, and it's a big hit for the 59 of Ryan Clute off in turn number 8.
Well, right into the tires. He hit hard enough that he moved the big tire pile right out of its safety position. The back of the car wadded up pretty good.
And Ryan Clute with a pretty good qualifying effort here, starting in the 14th position. The legendary motor car Chevrolet will ride on board with LP Dumoulin. Have a look just up ahead.
Wow, it just looks like he overdrove the corner, whether it had a brake failure or what, because you know that was a real long way into the braking zone. The car should have been slowed down by then. A lot of damage, including the fuel filler.
And it's go time for the pit crew.
Oh, wow, that's not a good spot to give the guy the chrome horn.
Jason White now back to third as the 0-2 of Kerry Mix, and they make contact. The Johnsonville Ford of Mix touches the rear bumper of the Piero Hyundai number 28, and White finds himself backwards and in the wall.
Well, coming onto the front stretch is a bad place. You get on the throttle, the car gets loose, and if you get a little help, you're going to go around.
So far, no caution as the battle at the front of the field continues between the 87 of Matthews, the man from New Liskeard, Ontario, and Marc-Antoine Cameron, who knows how to get around a road course. Behind the wheel at 88, the 28 of Jason White is moving, but dragging that bumper cover. He'll have to report to pit lane. Let's have another look at it.
It's just one of those things. He spun the tires off the corner. Kerry was diming the corner off to go to the bottom, and they made contact. Just one of those racing deals. Too bad for the 28, though.
Change for the lead, and it is the 88 of Marc-Antoine Cameron, a rookie in the NASCAR Canadian Tire Series.
I'm not saying anything bad, but I think maybe JR is just using just enough race car to keep distance. Whoa! Rear brake lockup. And there goes the 22 around.
And damage to the nose of the Canadian Tire Dodge of Scott Steckley, and backs it into the wall, trying to get out of the way of all the traffic. A rough start for the defending series champion, Scott Steckley.
2 years in a row, turn 3 has been the nemesis for the 22 car. But you got to think, you know, he laid the fiberglass to a car, you know, the last lap, and then, oh, somebody did it back, but it was not Kennington. A lot of racing, a lot of contact. Turn 3 is the nemesis of the 22 car.
Let's have another look at it. It seems like he got the rear wheels bouncing going into 3, hard on the brakes. And that's where it got bad. It seemed like an innocent hit on the 24 of Luc Lesage, but it's bad enough that it's going to tear the nose off.
When they start wheel hopping, you can't get them back. They jump pretty bad. It's tough as a race. All the way up the backstretch. Kerry Mix doing a masterful job here today. Whoa!
The 24 of Luc Lesage goes around in the Sport Chief Dodge and hammers on the brakes. He gets it stopped in time, but barely.
Wow. If that had been the old racetrack that was all grass, he'd have been out with the campers at the go-kart track. He was hauling the mail.
A veteran again in the open wheel ranks, did some Canadian Touring Car Series races, so he's familiar with this track, but this is a completely different car from what he's raced before.
Those cars come over the hill right there, Dave, and they get a little loose. And what you got to do is you got to drive it over the hill and let the car settle. Then you downshift, hit the brake. If you do anything funky at the top of the hill, it unsettles the car, and I'm betting that's what happened.
It's for a championship here in 2014 as the 5 of Noel Dowler goes around. The Emco Dodge looking the wrong way. He gets it looped back in the right direction. That's in turn number 10, just heading on to the front straightaway, but he'll lose one. Oh, he'll lose a whole slew of positions.
Yeah, Matt Pritico had to take evasive action down the bottom in the 99. Kerry Mix went around the top side, but this guy right here in command, the 84, the Equipment Express Chevrolet, is just putting on a clinic.
Oh, he is punching his ticket. He is that far ahead that he can look in his mirror and be comfortable now. He can ease off, save those tires. He doesn't have to bash the curbs as hard as he was earlier on.
Well, Dave, you know, I tapped you on the shoulder the first couple laps. He was, the 3 car has trouble. The Rockstar Chevrolet, lots of smoke out from underneath that race car.
Rotostatic coming on board. That team is a sponsor here for this weekend, and you heard the motor and it didn't sound good.
Oh, she blowed up in a big way. Listen to all those pieces trying to transfer from position to position.
And Hathaway did a good job at getting off the speedway and trying to get out of the way as another driver off the track. It's the 00 of Derek White. So the White Motorsports stable having a little bit of trouble in that Chevrolet. He's way off the track, so that won't cause a caution. And no caution yet for the number 3 of Hathaway. I thought for sure it put some fluid down. There's your leader, J.R. Fitzpatrick, and here comes second place, the 76 of Lapsevich. And we wait. This is the distance back to third place. There's the 88 of Cameron. He's off the pace down the back straightaway.
Out of the groove and out of power. We'll have to wait till we see it goes by. It could be an engine, but who knows until we get a good look.
And there's problems on the 5 car of Noel Dowler's. Motors start to blow up. He is putting a ton of oil down on the raceway. Still running for the Emco Dodge and still in the racing line as now the drivers start getting in that oil.
Everybody's in the oil. We got cars scattering everywhere. Full course caution coming out.
That's Joey McComb, the 25. You saw Ray Cornamash Jr. and Noel Dowler trying to get it back to the pits, but as he's doing so, he continues to oil down the track. Cameron down pit lane, and he gets it refired. Will rejoin the race.
Look at the oil slick on this racetrack. This is going to take some cleanup.
Caution obviously out, and it's going to bunch the field for a grease. So kudos to see him running so well here today as Lapsevich settles into second spot ahead of the 66 of Buck. And problems for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Part sort stodge of number 25, Joey McComb.
That's a very fast part of the racetrack, Dave. Right there heading for turn 4. He got out in the oil or the oil dry, and the thing just got out from underneath him and took a hard lick in the back.
Yeah, it looks like he was along for the ride as we saw that from on board. The number 27 of Andrew Ranger. Heavy body damage to the number 25 of McComb, but all wheels point in the right direction, so that's good news.
And J.R. Fitzpatrick going to have to live through.
Getting set for a green-white checker here at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park in the Pinty's presents the Clarington 200. J.R. Fitzpatrick and Jeff Lapsevich will lead them back to green as everybody jumps on the gas.
Down into turn 1 for the second last time. Look at the jump the 84 gets. J.R. Fitzpatrick has the bit in his teeth.
Well, he was able to cool off those tires a little bit. He had such a great lead for the majority of that race, but a battle for third spot between the 66 of Robin Buck and the 47 of LP Dumoulin.
Dave, great racing all the way through the field. The 18 and the 17 going at it hard.
And Hugo Vanini just in behind there in the 97. He too is having a great run. There's the 02 of Kerry Mix. All nose to tail at the front of the field. Here comes Lapsevich taking a look.
Oh, he's looking the long way down through the oil dry. He's got his hands full.
Oh boy, does he ever. He almost gets out to the grass, jumps hard on the brakes for 5, A and B.
That really messes you up because now you miss the entrance apex and you got to hit the outside apex to get a good run, and now, he hits the outside curb.
And you saw the back end step out, but he set sail down the back straightaway just as J.R. Fitzpatrick opens up a gap at the front.
Oh, he's at the front desk of the hotel paying the bill and checking out.
And Lapsevich watching his rearview mirror here, turning into 8 as Buck tucks in behind. There's the 47 WeatherTech Dodge of LP Dumoulin.
I thought LP in the 47 WeatherTech Dodge would mount a bigger charge, but right now he's going to have to settle for 4th.
Kennington takes a look at the 18 of Brzezinski, but falls back in line as Brzezinski tucks to the inside, again making a little blocking move, going into turn number 10. He knows that's where he's vulnerable.
Well, Kennington's looked up the inside a couple times on the 18, so the young man has to defend his position or lose it.
On board with Kennington.
You can hear him feathering the throttle. Get a good run across into 3.
It's go time now because the white flag is out. That means this race is official. If we have caution again, it will end under caution as Brzezinski up about a half a groove. Kennington is right there. So is the 02 of Kerry Mix. Everybody chasing the 84 Equipment Express Chevy of J.R. Fitzpatrick in through Moss Corner for the final time.
Dave, he's got to go up through the gearbox one more time, using all that Beauchamp horsepower.
And the 76 of Jeff Lapsevich is right there. He's within striking distance. Dumoulin within striking distance on Buck as everybody lines up down the Andretti straight. Who's going to duck out in the slingshot?
Still a lot of oil drive flying off the tires of these race cars, making it very slick up the backstretch.
Into 8, it's Fitzpatrick, Lapsevich, and Buck. That's your top 3. Fitzpatrick looks to have this one well in hand as he works out of turn number 9. Now through 10, a little wiggle out of the driver, the 84.
Lapsevich got nothing for the 84.
And it will be J.R. Fitzpatrick. Problems for Radzinski in turn number 10. Fitzpatrick's going to win race number 1.
Wow, the 18 car on the last lap gets turned around.
Not enough for Jeff Lapsevich, and we got problems here on the front straightaway. The 83 of Abatrell, the 29 of Ray Courtemanche Jr. Matthew Scannell also involved in that melee coming to the checkered flag.
Ray Courtemanche Jr. with a lot of damage on that race car. He had a great day going with no damage to the last lap, the last straightaway, and then we have trouble.
Let's have another look at what happened to the 18 of Stefan Radzinski, and a little bit of a bump going into turn number 10.
Well, the 18 got a little loose up off of 8 there, and the 17 was racing for spots, and around he went.
Now riding on board with Ray Courtemanche Jr. There you saw the 18, but looking ahead, the 56 of Matthew Scannell, a little help for the 42 of Peter Kloot, and around goes Courtemanche after contact with the 83 of Abatrell. Big damage for those cars, but a big celebration awaits this man, the 84 of J.R. Fitzpatrick, the winner here today.
J.R. Fitzpatrick.